All right. I think today's marketing meme is pretty accurate here. Our target market is men and women ages of 18 to 75.
I'm sorry, what? That's a little broad there, my friends. We do get that a lot, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them be like, oh, well, I mean, we had some kids in their 20s. We had someone in their 70s, so let's just go with that.
Yeah.
What's the majority?
I don't want to leave money on the table. We can serve everybody.
Everybody. That's a
Everybody
recipe for
Windows.
disaster.
You're listening to Beyond the Feed, the podcast where we break down exactly how we use cinematic photo and video to build trust, visibility, and authority for real businesses on social media.
We're Parker and Justin from Prime Edge Media. We created the Trust Catalyst content marketing system to help mission-driven brands stop looking invisible and start showing up like the business they actually are.
No theory, no fluff, just real strategy pulled straight from the work that we do in the field every single week.
If you care about how your brand shows up online, you're in the right place.
So without further ado, quiet on set, please. And action.
Welcome back.
Yeah, well, welcome back to the fourth episode of Beyond the Feed. I'm trying to find our lesson of the week. You don't need another billion marketing ideas. You need one marketing message.
Then you figure out how to say that message in different ways over and over and over again.
No.
You don't have to keep remaking the wheel and coming up with new stuff and breaking the industry. Find your message, keep repeating it.
Justin, I'm a special snowflake business owner. And, I don't know that this would apply to me because I'm a special snowflake.
You're pretty white, but I mean...
Fuck's sake. But I could also come up with a billion other ideas and do more because that's what my brain tells me.
Yeah, your brain can be deceiving sometimes. And also, too, if you come up with a billion different ideas, which one is actually you? Which one is actually your business? Like, what do you actually do? You have a bunch of cool ideas for videos and constantly changing stuff up, but what is your messaging as a business? If it's not consistent, then it's just invisible.
Short story about us fucking that up was the community.
Yeah, it is a good idea.
Oh, I mean, it was
It's a great idea.
It was a great idea.
Yeah.
But no one fucking knew it existed.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't market it enough.
Yeah.
And we kept saying, a lot of different things and the messaging got mixed.
Yeah.
So during that time, we got people asking us like, oh, so you guys coaches or, or like, can you edit this content for me or, whatever. And it's like, no, that's not what we fucking do.
Yeah.
But now everyone gets what we do and we don't get the stupid questions anymore.
Yeah.
Because
the messaging.
Yeah, I mean, because we just say the same shit over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like a really big hack to that is go on ChatGPT.
What? You're telling them to use AI? Why would you do that?
Because I want people to succeed.
It's really, guys, seriously. Now, if you're not using it, you need to use it.
Fat fucking caveat.
Yeah, that's true.
Invest the $20 into 4.0. Don't use ChatGPT 3.5. Jonathan Mast will tell you why. Go follow him if you want to know why. But yeah, so please invest in the $20 a month. But then like you can go in there and say like, okay, this is my core message that I figured out. Now I need you to give me like 10 different ideas on how I could say this in 10 different ways. What are some things that I can do to kind of reword this, but still have it be the same message?
Yep.
Or better yet, the best way that I found is analogies.
Analogies are the best, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like come up with different analogies. Like, so that's why we have different analogies to talk about every single pillar that we have. Like, if you're not consistent, well, you can go to the gym one time and you can have the hardest workout of your life, but you're never going to be able to see it.
Yep.
Because you're not consistent.
Yep.
And so on and so on and so on. So I think it's just a matter of you need to be able to explain it to like a 5-year-old.
And I think, too, the business owners that actually understand their offer and their business as a whole can do that in their sleep.
100%.
Like, we can do that in our sleep. The biggest thing is if you aren't quite there and you don't really understand what your core message is, you can still use ChatGPT. put in all the details about your business, share your website to ChatGPT and be like, I need to find a core message in my offer. I don't really know what it is. Like, I clean windows. Great. But I have no clue what makes me different. Can you help me? And it'll help you. Like, it'll give you some great ideas. And then you go from there and just hit the ground running.
So, getting into our main topic for this episode, I want to talk about not playing it safe. I'm really fucking good at that. In fact, sometimes a little too good at that.
Yeah.
Because it definitely has backfired on me multiple times.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely take that and the following that I built over playing it safe and never having those couple posts with people messaging me, hey, you might want to take that down.
Well, and also too, if you do play it safe, you're never going to learn.
Right.
Like those moments where we don't play it safe and there is a little bit of lashback and stuff, you're like, yeah, but I learned something really valuable from this moving forward, and then I can take that with me. But if you're always playing it safe, you're just in a bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last one was a funny, very fucking funny.
He thinks it's...
It was funny. You know it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
The last one was, the problem was we brought in politics. And that's a fucking marketing no-no. I shouldn't have done that, and I knew I shouldn't have done that. But I'm like, this is fucking funny.
I can't not.
Well, and let's be fucking real. All of our clients, they loved it.
Yeah, they
like
did.
all the clients that I talked to, they were like, that was funny as fuck. But I don't have just a entire 5,000 person audience of all people that are just like us.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people fucking hated that.
You better explain it to them.
Oh no. So, what I am going to tell you is that you can find this image still. It's on the internet somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's on the internet. And I'm not going to bring in my own political views to any of this. And it wasn't a political ad as it was. Like it was not.
Yeah.
It just involved political figures that half of the world doesn't really like at the moment.
Well, that's usually how political figures work.
Yeah.
And I find it funny how people got triggered by it being political. You're just like, it's literally not the purpose of the meme at all.
But what I learned there was even if it's funny, you can't involve shit that people take seriously.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of hilarious, really.
Yeah.
People are so triggered nowadays.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yes. But I'm still doing what I'm doing.
You know why? Because we're authentic.
Yeah.
I don't really care what people think.
Yep. And have you noticed how we haven't like spontaneously combusted?
Yeah, and it was in our mind though, originally.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But nothing happened.
No, when we found the people that actually agree with us.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's the thing.
And like the post went away. In 2 days, no one remembered.
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
You know, in fact, I kept it up on a couple platforms, I think. Yeah, at least one. So, and haven't gotten anything about it since.
Yeah.
Because the news cycle is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that was even shorter.
Yeah.
So,
our attention spans are 10 minutes. You're going to forget stuff within 5 minutes even.
Anyway, point being is not everyone is your fucking customer. Like, yes, you can technically sell a couch to someone who is 18 and someone who's 85.
Yep.
You can. But it's not the same thing. So, paying homage to my last co-host, she has a killer analogy on toilet paper. So, everyone uses toilet paper, right? So then why are there 50 fucking brands?
Good point.
And it's because, so if you have, like, let's say a more sustainable toilet paper, that's more like, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like more natural material or whatever. You're not attracting the guys who drive diesel trucks.
Yeah.
You're not attracting people who aren't environmentally conscious. Yes, they could use it, but that's not the target audience.
Yeah.
So, and same thing goes with like, if you want to sell to, you know, rich people, maybe you're not targeting rich people with 1-ply. You know?
Yeah.
And maybe you're not targeting prisons with 4-ply. You know, like, I don't know. So, point being here is, even though it's the same fucking product and everyone can use it, there are completely different target audiences, because the big misconception about target audiences is that people think that they can only serve those people.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
Like, we've got, so, like, just to give you, like, background on, who our customers are, like, vast majority are probably more politically conservative. Probably, they're into, like, outdoors and into, like, firearms, and some, like, Christianity, blue collar,
hardworking, yep.
And that sort of stuff. But then we also have another client who is the exact opposite of that in every single fucking way. And we did just fine for them. In fact, they did a killer testimonial for us. Yeah. And while they weren't a traditional client, we still served them just the same.
We served them just the same because our values still aligned.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, our values as business owners align. Like, your personal views and political issues and stuff, like, you have to be able to separate those and just look at the person and the business owner, because those things are designed to divide you anyways. Like, that should not be the discourse of, I'm going to work with this person or not. Narrowing your point of view for your target audience is important. And we're seeing this with our clients. Like, on multiple shoots, we'll be talking to a client and he's like, yeah, I've been dealing with a couple of these quotes and these people are just so annoying. Like, every single time I bring up a quote, they're like, oh wow, that's way too expensive. I'm like, you need to find your target audience. Like, clearly you're attracting people that do not really want the quality of service that you offer. So you need to figure something out here.
Yep. And then we go and look at their marketing content and it all makes sense because they're posting about cheap prices and they're posting about fast turnaround.
Yep.
And, all the things that those cheap, shitty people that he doesn't
look for.
Yeah. Whereas if you want, the people who value craftsmanship and high quality and, like putting real heart behind their work, then that's what you need to talk about in your content.
And don't be afraid of talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. So many people, like, they get scared to bring that up because then they're like, what about all the people that don't believe in that and they're not going to buy from me? Who cares? Yeah, who cares?
Because you don't want those people.
No.
And the other half of, like, playing it safe is, like, so in one of our episodes, we mentioned one of our clients who, just recently, she's a photographer and was talking about, I don't know that I really want to, like, talk about what my other worst competitors are doing. I don't want to talk about, like, the problems that they impose on their clients because, like, I don't want to make another business look bad or whatever. And it's like, okay, the perfect example is, Justin, your glasses are fucking stupid.
I paid a lot of money for these fucking glasses. How dare you?
And notice he's not wearing glasses. That's why he's laughing, because it's fucking stupid. Because it's not true. It's obviously not true.
And if it is true, right, those businesses know it's true, so what? Yeah. They clearly are in the wrong and causing problems for their customers. Then they can sit and dwell with that in themselves. The ones that aren't are going to skip right over that and be like, I hate it when competitors do that. So it's like, don't worry about it. Most of the time, they're not even going to think about it unless they're in that situation where they're causing the issue.
I guess the misconception is that if I talk shit, I'm going to offend people. It's like, you're only going to offend the right people.
Yeah.
Or true. The wrong people, depending on people.
Yeah.
The people that you don't want, you're going to offend them.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because they weren't going to buy from you anyway.
Exactly. If you trigger someone to be like, yeah, we don't have fast turnaround and we're not the cheapest, and someone looks at them like, I'm not working with you. Cool.
Good.
Thank you. I don't want to work with you either.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you can't be afraid to alienate people. Because you don't want to work with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how desperate for money you are, shitty clients are shitty clients.
Yeah.
And, like, every single fucking time in my career, if I have taken on a client that I knew wasn't a good fit because I needed money, it never ended right. Never. It's unfortunate because we make those decisions in
scarcity.
Yeah. Like, out of scarcity and fear. But at the end of the day, like, if you do that, you're just fucking future you over. And that's exactly what past me did. Key takeaways here. I think don't be afraid to piss people off.
Yeah.
And, like, just know that pissed off people create comments, and comments create engagement, and engagement makes Zuck happy.
Honestly, trigger a few people.
Yeah.
Try and just trigger a couple of them, because then you get some comments, and then you're just like, yep, that's a win in my book. Yeah. That's all they care about.
You know, it's like a little tangent here. I had someone, you know, early on in the business who a few years ago wanted to meet with me. Like, if you Google West Michigan realtor, like, I'm pretty sure her face comes up first. Like, she is just a spinning image, or so I thought, of the typical traditional old school West Michigan business, you know, type realtor. First thing she says to me when I walk in is she goes, I heard you say fuck on a podcast about 7 times, and I knew you were the guy that I wanted to talk to. And like, she is like in her 60s.
Yeah.
You know, she is like very like traditional, left leaning, like, you know, and I didn't think that we were going to get along at all. And it turns out she's not like any of that at all. But I assume because that's how her brand looked. Yeah. You know, so that's everything that you have to be careful of too, is like, it has to match the brand. Yeah. You can't have a super cushy brand, you know, all day and night, and then one day you decide, fuck all these people and you're motherfucking everybody and whatever. And you know, because people are going to see that and they're like, what the fuck happened to her?
Good news is, like, that's baked into our strategies.
That's true.
We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
That's like at the foundation.
Yeah. And well, I mean, because if you know me, fuck, you know, you work with me all day. Like, am I any different in our content than I am in real life?
No, not really. And it's kind of funny, because as we're just doing real life, I'm like, damn, that would have made a good video. Yeah. Just repeat that on camera. Yeah. Please don't be afraid to offend people, because the people that are going to be offended deserve to be, frankly. Yeah. But, and not in a, like, you know, fuck these people type of way, but in a, you know, they're not your people. Yeah. And more than that, you're not setting out to target people specifically. You're just recognizing the pitfalls that are happening either to your customers from other businesses or from businesses to the industry as a whole, right? So you have your vision of what is ideal for your brand, your business, and your strategy. And if there are people going against that and you disagree with it, voice it, because there are going to be other people that disagree with that and agree with you on that point.
Yeah. 100%. So, hope you guys enjoyed this 4th episode of Beyond the Feed. So, I feel like in the next few episodes, we're probably going to start looking into guests and that sort of thing. So, if you guys have any recommendations or any questions that you need answered, I think like doing kind of a Q&A session.
Q&A would be cool, yeah.
Even if we just did it like as a live, you know, in the Facebook group. By the way, we have a private Facebook group. It's totally free to join. It's the Beyond the Feed podcast community. And that's basically just a place where you can catch up with me and Justin. You can talk to us. We do behind the scenes stuff there all the time. We do like longer cut episodes and all the fun stuff that you would think that a podcast community would do. If you found value in this podcast episode, please share it with a friend. That's the only way that this shit grows. And if you're interested in how the system works, just go to primeintermedia.com/trustcatalyst, and that'll show you exactly how we do everything for both ourselves and for our clients. And until the next one, we'll see you next time.